Hiya, my name's Thomas Swift. Welcome to the thrift shop at St Joseph's Care Home, run by the Sisters of the Poor. I've been here 4 years now as manager of the shop, but I've been actually coming to the shop 22 years on and off. My house is more or less everything from a second-hand shop, but it's quality stuff. There's antiques in there, lamps, china plates, crystal, 1960s stuff. Look, the Pope. It's a tea cosy. You never get them now. Never get them now. But people do buy them, especially the young people, 25 to 35. They don't want the modern stuff. They want retro. We get a few people in for that. Just a minute, I'll put this ferret down. Now we've got the men's room at the back. If you like to follow me. The room's quite small, so everything's scored by height now. I can't find any much space anywhere. We've got some good stuff in. We've got a good selection of pictures by local artists. This one was donated. It was donated. It's by a look at the artist. Where are you? It's donated by an artist. Look at that. He's got £20 on, but it's a famous artist. This is actually German glass. You need to know what you're selling. Then you've got porcelain, ceramics, jewellery. We got it off an old woman. We only hear her once. Right then. So that's basically it, really. Right. Anything else you want to know? Do you want to buy a lamp? Oh, wait, babies. This is me dog. We had to take him to the vets, and he's actually been spoken to by a dog whisperer. And after 3 sessions at £45 a session, he suffers from depression. But he's all right now. Look at it, isn't it lovely? Puffs love dogs, you know. Puffs love dogs. Lesbians like cats. I don't know whether they like cats. I like stroking pussies, I think. But I don't know. But I like a dog. But never mind, here we are. It was in Ponton's Alder Camp, 1967. And I got involved with Topsy-Turvy Night there, men dressing as women and women dressed as men for party nights and competition times. And that's how I started putting the drag on. And I rather enjoyed it. And we had our own patter then. You know, Nega, Fega, Pega, Polari and all that sort of. It was theatrical chat, what we used to use, what they were invented in the 40s to protect themselves. Some of us used it right up to the 60s and 70s. Other people hadn't a clue what you were talking about, but we knew quite well what we were talking about. The first gay bar was in Newcastle, the Royal Court Grill in the 60s. That was a downstairs bar. Rough as fuck it was. Rough as fuck. All the queens used to go down, get dragged up. And we used to have a big parade right along the bar. And they used to pick the Queen of the Week and got a bunch of flowers in a tiara. And if you didn't win, you used to pull the tiara off and smash the flowers. But I've always been a camp screaming queen kind of person. Outside, on stage, and I come alive. 80s was the best time on the gay scene because you had more freedom and more expression them days, and you could be what you wanted to be. But then the AIDS crisis came on, and everybody was a little bit scared of the gays then. If you were gay them days, people used to scorn and scoff at, sometimes spit at you in the streets. The only place you felt safe was in gay bars at night time, but you couldn't go to straight bars and things them days because people just sort of stood back. Really hateful them days. My kind of drag's gone. We fought a lot in the 60s and 70s. We battled very strongly in Newcastle. We fought with the big Mark and Barrow boys and everything to get where we are today. And then they slag off all drag queens and things in general. And they don't realise if people like us, what made them what they are today to walk the streets of Newcastle. But now the gays go to straight bars, the straights come into gay bars. A lot of the gays don't like straights come to gay bars, but the point is they just come for a look and for a night out entertainment. What's different from anywhere else? Well, you look at this, look at this, look at this. Look at it, looking like that. Loves me to bits. These are the only love in my life. Only love in my life is me dogs. I had a relationship for 13 years with a policeman. I ended up with a Cavalier Spaniel. I ended up with that. It was all right then. I always wanted to be Bobby's girl. I still do that song, but it's not to him. No. If you get emotionally tied to people and then you get betrayed, you can't go back to that trust. And once they start lying and stealing and begging, it's not worth it. You move on. I'm in a good place with my life at the moment. I'm insured, so my funeral's took care of. There'll be a Greg's pasty on the radiators when they walk out. Save washing up. don't mind the quietness, the peacefulness. I don't mind it. I like it. It's less hassle. If you've got a vacuum, you just put it on suction and it helps you build through the night. Saves your arm getting fat. That just took that in five, just for a bit of fun. A little whimsy. They haven't asked you any questions at all. No, they never asked you any question. Not one question. Not how do you like your new haircut or anything. No. I will tell them to fuck off. I will do.